Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Your Train Talk with me, Jason, here at Barnabas Junction. How the devils are you all? Yeah. How is everybody? Thank you for Robin Grace, sorry, uh, hosting the last couple of hours on behalf of Mark of Donegal Dad Rail, who will be back next week. Gotta say, Grace, loving the flowers. Just got a few trains running on the track at this moment in time as we're bringing the stream to start up. We got a kit. Jason, you've got an echo. No, I did have an echo, but I haven't because I had my volume up on my phone by accident. So I was listening. I heard myself. So, who's in? Good evening, everybody. Let's make sure I'm on live chat and not top chat. So as far back as it'll allow me to scroll back, I know a lot of you, more of you were in the stream before I started. I wonder if StreamYard will let me go back even further. No, yes, it will. Hey, didn't know that. There we go. Simon trains in at 7:20 saying first. Flymo is in. MH Trains saying he was third. Mousehole Rail Josh. Evening all. Evening Josh. Thank you, Simon, for posting it in the chat. That was just running a bit behind. I've got myself sorted. Arthur Humphreys is in the chat. Joberton Junction in and Ian Melling as well. Woolsack Scenics, PW, Clybridge Station. Good evening to you all. Moneybrook Junction, Mark and Lisa. Hello to you. Robin's in. Good evening to you. And Raymond Legs as well. Evening all again, he says. Yes, you all come over from RGJ. Thank you very much for forwarding everybody over to tonight live with me. Who else is in? I've not said hello to. So scrolling down. Harlequin, yes, good evening. Hi to all new subscriber here. Thank you so much for joining us. Fantastic stuff. And Alan Reynolds of Buckland Junction says, I'm here too. And Digger is too as well. Good evening, Digger. Gary of Leicester Station TMD is in. And everyone's saying hello to one another. Great stuff. Who else have I not said hello to? Oh, there's Gary showing off his membership. 43 months. Amazing support from you, Gary. Thank you so much, my friend. Valley 56 is in. And then he said Valley Brook then. Valley's 56. That's Chris. Good evening, Chris. Who else is in? Joshua W56 is in. Looks like we're finally starting. He says, yes. And Danny of Ivor Junction's in. Good evening to you, Danny. He's saying good evening to everyone. And Dan the man is in. Sodor saying evening all. Big Echo. It should have gone now. Timber Surf, good evening. I've forgotten to ring you, haven't I, Timber? Don't worry, it's nothing megally important. Just easier to discuss over a telephone call. So Echo should have gone. Just reading what people are putting. I'm dread that it's going to get hot at the weekend. It is going to get hot. I know those of you that are down south, hope you're prepared for 30 plus. They're giving up to 30 degrees for us, but it's only going to be short lived. Sunday into Monday and then cooling down from Tuesday onwards. So only a day of hot weather, apparently. Greetings from VR Bass Nova. That's going to be Nova Scotia, I bet. You guess which country it is. Nova Scotia, is it? Timber, 47th. Richard Swidiski. Good evening, Richard. Hello. Great to chat with you. Look forward to seeing you and your good lady soon. Who else is in? I've not said hello to. Highbury Model Railway, good evening for joining us. Hot Dog Pilot Andy is in as well, saying howdy, folks. Howdy, Andy. Barnabas Junction has upgraded his membership to level 3. Fantastic, Mark, Lisa. Thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. And I've caught up with the chat. The Growler's in and Blackwood Engage. Hello to you. You in? Cheers for joining us. No problem, Richard. Looking forward to it myself too. And in fact, before we get cracking with today's kit that we're going to be building, Richard, we're going to, you know already probably what I'm going to be mentioning right now. But I mentioned, was it last week, the books were going to grow? Oh, they have. Look at that lot. I can confirm all books are now in my possession. And there is a hell of a lot there. And I haven't started documenting them yet. But if you look at that very top book, Model Railway Wiring book there. Look at that. The Book of Model Railway Wiring. If anyone wants to know about wiring, that's a good book to have. But yes, a lot of books, a lot of books. So that's the books, but I have sorted the DVDs out. Yes, I have sorted them out. So I'm hoping I'll be able to do this and it will allow me to change the image. So, yeah, click on share. The library of Jason was here 2024. Yeah. So that is box sets. Excuse me. So the DVDs have grown since last week, and I have organized all the DVDs. That is already taken. Excuse me, I've got a bit of bacon stuck in the back of my throat. So quite a lot of books here now, and I say don't worry about reading all this lot because I have already listed every single DVD and box set that's in here. This is one box of box sets. Let's see if it'll allow me to change the picture and see if it'll change it on screen. Yes, it does. Ah, fantastic. And these are the other DVDs. Let's say a lot of DVDs. There are a few double ups, just like there's a double up, that one and that one. In fact, it should be sat by side. Those two are double ups. A lot of good DVDs. There's some double ups there, double ups there, double ups there. Yeah, so it's a lot of double ups on these DVDs. If you like your westerns, there's a lot of western DVDs there. So I said I'd already been. I'm opening this up. Yes. So this is the catalogue of the DVDs. So a Flying Scotsman one there that has gone already, and a number of other DVDs have gone that are later on in the collection. Does that show point motor wiring? I don't actually know. I've not properly looked through it, to be honest. So that's one page. So you can always look back at these later on if you wish to. Anything that's got multiple copies, I've put there how many extra copies there are. There's 4 copies of that there. 2 copies, 2 copies. And the final list. These model railway DVDs have all gone already, so ignore them at the bottom. They've already all gone. So yeah, a lot of DVDs are going to be available. If anyone's interested in any of those, please do get in touch with me privately, and we can discuss. But yeah, the books, they are going to be a major sort through. Did I see more coming in the chat? I sure did. Don't put them in the dark. They multiply. The library, Jason, yeah. Snap Grace. Have you got any books on DCC? Give Finneton a helping hand. What a nice stash you got there. Thank you very much. Winged Scotsman. Dinmore Junction is in, Steve. Good evening. Are these the items that were in boxes 2 weeks ago? Yes, plus obviously they've multiplied. There's a lot more than what there was last week, so I've just showed them all together. Along with the N-scale Metcalf kit. Yes, indeed. Forgot about that one. That is actually on this desk next to me, just here. Just catching up on the chat. It's raining diesel and electrics. And the movie is, have you got one on the Swimming Welshman? No idea. Polar Express. Sorry, a bit late to the party. Building the LR step by step as usual. Yes, no, don't worry. Building the LR. I was a few minutes late firing it up. Did the N-scale Metcalf kit go, Jason? No, it's still at the side of me. Sent an email to Model Rail Crew email address about exhibiting a layout. It's been a few days with no response. Just a bit worried the email didn't make it. Let me check. I can check them right now. That's spam. I don't want that one. Yes, I got it, Mark. Deep Glen, you're on about? Yes, I have the email. Just not responded back to any of them just as of yet. Been an extremely busy week this week, so I'll catch up. Just found an email from another exhibitors. Yes, so thank you, Mark. Yes, I have got that. Don't you worry. I will reply in due course. How much for the N-scale kit? Well, I was actually considering putting it in as a prize for something. So I don't think I'll be selling that, but let me think about it. I'll have to have a think about it, but I was thinking about putting it in for a prize for something. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of DVDs. You had enough of that last week, so we don't want to be gabbling on about it this week too much. So, yes, huge thank you to everyone joining us this evening. Make sure you do click that like button while you are here. Most important, that thumbs up. My Stanover Model Railway, good evening. Mark joining us. Right. So we are going to build a kit today, and this is going to be an interesting one because it's a kit they've wanted for a long time. You should all might have some duplicate books if you're interested. I'll have a chat with you, Si. Right, you can never have too many railway books. I think I've got too many. No. Anyway, let's get let's switch to camera so you can see my ugly mug. Hello, everybody. Good evening. So let me move that out of the way. That's it. So it's not on the screen. So let me take that off. It won't bloody come off. If the trains in the background are annoying anybody, please let me know and I'll turn them off. What I should do is get a second actual camera running so you can have me doing stuff and watch the trains as well. So we're going to have a go at doing these today, or at least one of them. Anyway, depending on so I'll build one and see how we go. Let me take that off the screen. No problem. Jason cutting cucumbers. So I have no idea what parts go with what in this. So it's going to be a lot of guesswork. So there's going to be 3 of everything because there's 3 towers. So primarily the aim of the game here is going to be getting the 3 individual sets in place. Let's get them all the right way around. So that's 1. How many of you are from the Balkan Peninsula? Do you watch Novak Djokovic? Yes, tennis player. Good tennis player as well. 1, 2. Hang on. Let me just look at the picture on the front. So they're 4-sided. So there must be 4 of these per tower then. Is that right? There's 2 on each. So it's going to be 2. 2. Yes. 2. That's the missing one from that. Yes. Don't know what that is. That's a piece of polystyrene in that. And these must be the feet. And a fly. So, yeah, this is what we're going to be building. So today's build. Right, these feet. Let's have a look. 1, 2. That's 4. 4, 4, 4. Yeah, right. So the ones that don't. All right, their instructions are on the back. There are instructions. So I only want 1 kit's worth for now. So let's have a look. What does it say? Oh, it's in number order as well. Now, it does say about using poly cement in this. A pair of tweezers is useful for handling the small parts. They are around somewhere. Question is where. Do not remove the parts from the sprues until they are needed. To avoid breakages, parts should be cut from sprues with scissors or a craft knife and not broken off by hand. Clean any flashes from the parts with a craft knife. Cement is not included. Use polystyrene cement obtainable from local stockists. Use sparingly to avoid unsightly blobs on the model. Take your time when assembling. Well, we're not using cement. We're going to use good old super glue gel, my all-time favorite stuff, with a bit of activator to speed it up. All being well, it does not melt it. Right, so where does it start? Say start. It says start with number 1. Take your time. Yeah, assemble parts from 1 to 13 in numerical order, ensuring holes at the bottoms of the insulators are aligned as shown in the inset. Ah, right, okay. So it does actually state, get the legs off first. Now, I've been and bought some more blades today, but I've forgotten to get them off. But this one seems sharp enough, because I did sharpen it myself. No, that's nice and sharp. Right, so there's 2 feet. Those are the insulators. We don't need them just yet. Super glue for cuts. Hello, Craig. Talking of people, if you want to come and join the stream, you are welcome to. Well, let's model together. It is your train talk. Come and model together. So there is the link for the stream. Feel free to bob in and say hello if you wish. Can't guarantee getting everybody. That was just fell off. There's no flashing on that. That's fine. Now with these, I've just noticed that these are angled. So when you cut them, you have to cut them at an angle as well. Like so. What bits are those? Those are for later. So we'll get the 4 sides. And to one side. Taxi man's here.
Hello! Hello. Hi, Jason. How are you?
Evening, Craig.
How's tricks?
All right, pal. You
Should we
modeling?
put a bit... No, I've put a bit of light on the subject. I'm in the bus.
Oh, you're out working. Now, I've noticed these this plastic's actually quite flimsy plastic.
It looks very flimsy.
But very, very good. Very good indeed. Right, so what have you been up to, apart from working?
Just working on the layout, doing that. Obviously, you've seen the pictures of the... I have cut the level crossing down a bit more now. It looks a lot better.
Oh, yeah. You took my advice.
Yes. I do need to order some level crossing gates. But I was talking to Brian, on the other side, I'm going to be putting a disused and an abandoned signal box.
Oh, yeah.
So the barriers will still show like the automatic, but the signal box is going to be abandoned.
Yeah, so it's no longer in use.
They'll be covered in all sorts of rubbish, basically.
That's, to be honest, that's something I need to work on. I'm there. I need to get that signal box all sorted out.
But I don't know which signal box to go for. I don't know whether to look for the Metcalf one or look for a modern day one.
I would go with an oldie one. If it's disused now, it's going to be an oldie.
Right, so Metcalf it is. Job's a good one. I got some new kits from Scenic 3D from Jeff. I don't know if you've seen it, the vending machines. Absolutely fantastic little kits. Do recommend people having a look at them. Apart from that, that's about it, really. Oh, and it's our Zara's 18th tomorrow, so I won't be around.
Bloody hell, already.
I know. It's scary, man.
Should be drawing a pension soon.
I was winding up. I says, you got your taxi booked for midnight tonight? She says, what do you mean? I says, well, you'll be off to the nightclubs tonight then when you turn 18. Dad! Fun and games, man. Fun and games. But no, that's looking well. Jason, did you get a sound file for your 68 or did you not?
Yeah.
Right, okie dokie.
Mine's Roads and Rails.
I've got a Digitrains one there.
Now, I can say these are very fiddly
They do it.
because they're slow, because you've got to put them at an angle.
What are they? Are they telegraph towers?
Yeah. Telegraph.
I thought are they the Hornby ones?
Yeah.
Do you know the best thing to do with them?
See what I mean?
You know the best thing to do with them?
Go on.
Get the thing out what's underneath your desk called a bin and just put them in.
No.
And scratch build them. And the best thing to do is scratch build them using brass wire.
Nah, I don't want anything. I'm not after anything special. I've just found a better way of doing it. Nothing special.
Right.
These are just decorative at the end of the day. They're not going to have any real purpose. It's just decorative to go in the background.
I know what you mean. Have you still not thought about that idea when I was there before, putting a level crossing in?
Yes, that will obviously, that's a long way off, but yes, I have done.
Yeah, that'll look canny when that's done. If you're doing that. So, God, that seems ages ago since I was there, wasn't it?
It was ages ago.
It was only last year, man.
Yeah, that's ages ago.
There's an L. No, anyways, I like to say I'd start popping to say I'm still alive anyway, so just
that's actually going. That's actually going.
Ask us on Saturday after all the beers.
So that's anybody else coming in the stream tonight?
How are you enjoying the fun? Come and show your face, show your modelling. I'm not modelling, and I'm just popping in to say hello. You're
modelling your body.
There. I'm doing pull-ups, I think. But never mind. Right, I'm going to shoot, so I'm just getting the job.
Well,
all right, take care. See you all later.
Safe night.
Be safe. Ta-da.
Thanks to Craig dropping in. Distracted you all from what I was actually doing. It's not quite in position properly, but that's actually gone together quite well, to be honest. In the end, a little bit of difficulty right at the beginning. I can just hold that there and get one end actually to set. There we go. And I can stand it up. There we go. It's got actually, that is absolutely bang on, to be honest. That's gone together really well. There's it's slightly out of line there, but I'm not going to worry about that. You can't even see it unless you're really looking. But no, that's gone on well. Let's get the feet on. Let's test fit them. They will fit. And I don't even think they're going to need glue, to be honest. But they might need filing. And like in proper Bluetooth Peter style. So to ensure that these feet actually go on without any, you've really got to ensure that the bases of these four corners are perfectly lined up. Now that one isn't. What is this one? Nope. They're very, very ever so slightly out of. Just see them ever so slightly out of line, but hopefully with a bit of filing, we can reshape them so that they'll fit in the block. Let's try that now. Like a glove. There we go. All right, there we go. So now I know that one fits. We're going to put a blob of glue on the end. Slot that on. Smash in. And we rinse and repeat. So again, we don't need to file a lot off, as you've just seen. So the plastic is quite flimsy, so do not press on too hard. That's it, that one's on. Just a little blob of glue just to hold it in place. And again, rinse and repeat. Out of line. Now this one's quite out of line. It's also not the right height. But again, the plastic is actually... Trevor Stubbs, good evening, greetings, and Charlie. Trevor showing his membership. Thank you so much for your membership, Trevor, for the past 20 months. Greatly appreciated, as it is with everybody that helps support the channel. It's a tight one. In fact, there's a bit of flange on that side. That might be what's stopping it going on. Going to go on. Which way is it a bit tight? That way. There we go. It's gone on. It's tight. Let's go a bit more on that side. Blob of glue. Now, obviously, I don't need to. Yeah, it goes on now. I don't need to use the accelerator for these. These will just dry in time. Yeah, that's definitely out of line. So when they go on, they should be going square. If you don't get them quite right, they end up in a rectangle position. So it's just a matter of trying to file them into that square we need to fit onto the foot. Now, there's a bit of flange on there, actually. That might fit now. Still fractionally too big. That looks square to me now. Yes, there we go. Fabulous. And we just push it down, making sure they're all seated nicely. One Blackpool Tower. Aaron Ville's in. Good evening. Yes, I've seen the shed updates, Trevor. Looking fabulous. Right, so, excuse me. Part 9 is to be cemented at this level. So that's part 9, I presume. There we go. That's part 9. Let's make sure that's smooth. Yeah, and getting to these finer parts. This plastic is very... how bendy that is. Right, so this goes over the top. Yes, I can see that it there's some ridges so far down the sides. And that slots on. Just looking where the ridges are. Right, so I'll pop it back off. Dab of glue on the corners. Where it sits. Just to hold it in place. Now, I don't think there's a right way up and right way down. Nope. Make sure that's level. Not quite. Now it is. Yep, that's level. Lock that on. Right, the insulators. I think we'll put the insulators on later. Although it's actually telling me to put them on now. Right. The insulators. That's a dead easy way of getting the insulators off. Literally, the insulators. Where's the camera? That's an insulator. You just put it in your fingers and twist it. And it comes out. No need to cut those. And there are 6 in total. Now these are, I'll show you something on these. For those of you that, there's actually, I've just noticed, are those 2 different tiny types of insulators? No, they're all the same. You probably won't see it on the camera, but for those that you do like, yeah, you can just see a little pinhole there. See that? So for those that you do like to actually put like cotton, a line of cotton in, trying to focus. You can put them, you put the cotton through. Now I am going to ensure these insulators are glued on. So just a tiny bit. And they do literally just slot on. Like so. Making sure you've got them lined up so then if you were putting the cotton through, it would go straight through. Lock that on. So there we go. You can't see me. There we go. See them on there now. Right. So the next bit, it says, let me put those other 4 insulators out of the way so they don't end up on the carpet because I won't find them again. Now it says 11 and 13 is next. Now, are these actually numbered? Oh, yes, they are. I never noticed that. There's 13. There's 11. Right, so they are numbered as well. So on one, you won't see these little plates here. They are actually numbers. You can't see them, it's blurred. Right, so... Crikey, they literally just fall off when you press on them. So there they are. Now they do look like they've got a bit of flashing on them. Yeah, there's. Is anyone else on chat actually? Andrew, 156 Andrew, it's Shortbread Express. Been enjoying my shortbread. Right, so presumably, because it does not actually say, but presumably these go on here. Oh, right, I see how they go on. There is a right way and a wrong way. So they actually sit. Does it sit on top of the insulator? It doesn't say whether it sits on top of the insulator. But I think it does. I think it does. So the little tiny notches. In fact, I'm going to measure that again. This is where the tweezers would be needed. I think it does go on, sits on top of the insulator. Anyone else built these? If you do, can you just tell me? Did you glue the cross struts on top of the insulators? Ooh, oops! I've dropped it on the floor, and I now cannot see it. Oh dear! There it is. I see it. That was close. I could just see it. It is angled. Look on the photo, actual photo. Yes. Yeah. What good idea, Robert? Because yes, they are glued on top of the insulator. Why didn't I think of that? This is why I have you people tuning in, doing these kits, making sure I build them correctly. You lovely people helping me out building these kits. I'd actually say this is probably better to build with super glue instead of the cement that they said, which was probably what was the suggestion back in the day when these were initially released in the 80s. Yeah, that's all right. Making sure I've got this the right way up. No. Yep, that's on. I'll make sure this is lined up. Oh, it's absolutely perfect there. Yep. We're getting there, ladies and gents. So, okay, perfect alignment. Yay! Thanks, Robert. Thanks for telling me the obvious, which I'm being stupid and not thinking about. Right, so now we go for the mid section now. So there's three beams on this. So we basically, what we've just done, we're going to repeat it. So again, so look at the actual picture. Oh, right, I get it. That actually sits on the top there. Now, again, if you haven't got it square, you may have to file it to make sure, which I think I will do. Which is going to be quite difficult because it's so tiny, this section. It's handy having a nice little file. Right, let's see if it fits now. It does, like a glove. So now I need to glue that on. So just a dab of glue. The glue stopped coming out. No! Sealed up. Must have got a bit of spray. I bet I've gone and sprayed the stuff over the top of it, haven't I? There we go. Nope, too much. People saying hi. I see signal cabin. Yes, hello, signal cabin. That's on. And it's straight. Just remember, spray away from the table because I've just sealed up my glue, tip of my glue bottle. Right, so again, 20 and 22. Right, what's it say here now? We've done up to 13. Assemble parts 14, 15, 16, and 17 as a separate unit. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, right, that's that, yeah. Got you. Right, so we stop there. Can't do any more with that. Because what it says now is these. We've got to cement these four pieces together. Or glue, should I say. sprue, empty. Empty sprue. Oh, nearly knocked it over then. Right, just make sure these ends are nice and smooth. No, they're not. Now they are. Good file this is. This was a pack of files it was from a local discount store. Well, it cost me, I think, £3. And they've been best files I've ever had. Sorry, fingers. No problem. Jason, how come you haven't not stuck it to your fingers yet? Yeah, good question. Good question at all. Totally good question, Richard. Still time, though. Still time. Right, so this is going to be the fun bit. Now we've got to get these together. Now, I've noticed... Right. These are different. I need to look at the actual picture. I'm not sure which way up these go. One's showing that way. Right. So they alternate. Activate, alternate. Right. Here we go then. Move that out of the way. See if we can do it without sticking it to the table. That ain't bad. Ever so slightly out of line, that one there, but that ends absolutely perfect. And we rinse and repeat. So that one needs to be the same as that one, right? Okay. Dabby dozy. Right. What I'm going to do here is use the file in between to hold it still. And this one goes that way. And that's slotted on absolutely perfectly, I think. It's just gone a little bit past. Oh, I'll let that one go. I'm happy with that. There we go. Right. So this, 14, 15, 16, and 17 together, separate units showing they are all the same way up. Although you don't show that in instructions, so it's better I'd be the right way. And that sits on top of there. And you know what? It's not right way up. I've just noticed. I've just noticed something. So there's the first mistake. Can I crack it open? I can. Without snapping them in half. Can I break the glue? I can. Whoa, that was lucky. Right. Okay. So the image is wrong on there. So let me just explain. At the top of that one, you can see it's slightly offset, and there is actually a little ledge. See that little ledge? There you go. On the picture, it's showing one side's that way, and then the other side is that way. But that's the top, because those little ledges is where this has to sit. Okay, so we'll try that one again. So I'm just going to file. I'm going to have to file down the glued edges. Fortunately, we were lucky enough before that glue really set solid to be able to get them off. Nothing goes perfect. Oh, and I can tell you now, Richard, I've got glue on my fingers. You spoke too soon, Richard. Oh, well, I'll sand it off. Andy Bennett, Head Bumps is in. Good evening, Andy. So again, everybody, if you haven't already, all the newcomers that have dropped in while we've been live tonight, please do hit that thumbs up. And if you aren't already, well, to be chatting, you must be already. But if you're lurking, you're not chatting, and you want to chat, please do subscribe, and then you can do. Getting used to this now, aren't I? Hey? Got an expert at this. I've got to admit, though, this activator, it's the bee's knees. It speeds up modeling so much. Come on, don't stick yet. You're not in line. Oh, you are now. No, that one's not in line. Which one was it? That one. This is not going well. Down you go. Break the glue. Now, I don't even put any stuff on that. Reapply. So this is getting quite a lot of glue going on this one. I'll hold that in place. Just need to put that on. Right, so we have got it the right way around now. Okay, so what's next? I'm going to have to, once that's set a bit, I'm going to have to just file that down where the glue's dribbled. So we can actually fit that to the top. But I say, let's file it smooth first. Good. I'll do the top end, just give the top a little bit of a file it. Let's make sure it's all flat and level. I'm going to put a slight bevel on the top of this so that top section slides down over it better. Yeah, that's better. Right, we'll glue this on. And that literally just sits on the top of there. I'm just making sure that's better. Making sure it's straight. It is. That's nice and straight. It's growing. I'll put the other insulators on in a moment. In fact, I think that's the next step. Yeah, that is actually the next step. So now we need, again, the cross beams and the insulators on. So it's cross beams 20 and 22, which are these two here. It's nice and flat edges, yeah. Now they've got to go at a slight angle. Oh, I've just done it again. I dropped it on the floor. There it is. Oh, my back just cracked. Now these ones I've noticed the angle is very shallow on these, and it shouldn't be. So I'm just filing off the excess. There we go. Right. Insulators. Again, we rinse and repeat. Dab of glue. Dab of glue. Insulator and line it up. Insulator. Go on, in you go. There we go. Line it up. Glue. Spray. Seal. And now we put these on. So again, on top of the insulator, put the beam on. Doesn't want to stay up. Nope, moved. That's it. No, it's moved, it's dropped. That means it's not stuck. Let's try the other one. I feel that insulator might not be all the way on. Nearly knocked my can off the table. No, this one's slightly longer for some reason. This is where the tweezers would help considerably. Stop moving. Now it's stuck. Ah, I dropped it. No, I didn't. It's stuck. I'll just bit of glue on the side frame now. Pop, 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 pop. These are fiddly. I'll agree. These are quite fiddly. Or should I say, these are getting fiddly. It's on. Yeah, it's on. Other side now. Try again. It's not quite on the ice insulated properly, but it'll do because that's lined up nicely. We're getting there. It's at arm's length. Right. And now we do it all over again with the bloody top one. And this is why, yeah, that was a right thing to do. What, there was a bit of flashing on there. I was right to file the edges off on this top section. I think that one wants a little bit more off. I might have missed one side. Yeah, it's a better fit now. Good fit, actually. There, it clicking into place. It's not level. That's level. Yep, that's level. Dab of glue on each corner. That's it. And these have the cross members on as well, but wow, this is going to be interesting. All right, first of all, then insulators. sure that's slightly up on one side, but no worries. It's slightly up on one side. This side's slightly higher. Right. We're nearly there, ladies and gents. Right, get a drink. I'm sure this will probably go back together easier. It's because I'm going through it slowly, a bit slower with you guys and girls. Right. So 24 and 25, which are on there. Yep. Are the caps off the top. Which I've just noticed, that must be that bit there. So we had a slightly broken bit already. I thought there might have been a piece missing. So in the box, this is what it should look like. As you can see, one of the legs was missing off this, but we have it. So a little bit of fettling. I'll get that stuck back on. There is a certain way it goes on. This is where I could do with my tweezers. But that should go on quite easy, actually. You know what? I think I've done it again, haven't I? I think I've done it again. Yeah, I have. Sealed my glue up again. Right, we'll try that one again. Tiny drop on the... Oop. When I say a tiny drop, I mean a tiny drop. Get rid of some of that. Oh well, it's on there now. Right. Just making sure I've got it on the right way. It's that way. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Yay, we got it back on. Right. So which way? These go in there, like so. So these actually butt up against each other. Yes. So I could actually glue these together. Before I put them on there. Because they are angled. And if I've got the angle right, we should wait for that to go off. There we go. That should. Do you know what? Anyway, I think I've done this before. That's absolutely bang on. It is. It's bang on. Couldn't have done that better if I tried. I'm just adding a little bit extra bit of glue on this top section. The simple fact is it's always a lot more fragile on the top. Okay, now we just need the final two pieces. Round of applause, final two pieces, here we go. I can tell you now, we're not going to do the stopwatch game, building another one, because I have been already watching the time. And so far, it's taken me 50 minutes. Right, so this goes on to there. They must fit. Yes, they do. Right, I get exactly where they go. Right, so again, a little bit on the top of the insulator. I just got that measurement slightly wrong. Right, I got the measurement slightly wrong on that one, so I'll have to file them tips down unless they sit on the top. Ah, they do. They just sit on the top. Right, got you. Oh, I haven't got them wrong. Move that away. Careful. Come on. I missed it. There we go. That literally just sits on the top. So we'll glue all that together now. Oof. Nearly swore then. Nearly swore. That was way too much glue. Way too much glue. But what I'm going to do is let it drip. So what it's actually doing is creating a dome. And then I can sand that off. So I don't do what I've done and put way too much glue on. Now I've got to file down a blob of glue. Will that separate? No. All right. that will do. It's not magnifico, but it'll certainly do. So all these sprues, I ain't going to keep them sprues. They're all in the bin. Let's close the glue up. What I'm going to do is spray that little blob so it sets. So I don't get it on my hands. There we go. One Hornby telegraph pole. Pylon. Telegraph pole. Quite good, that. I quite like that. So that can be, I can paint that, which I'm considering. I might use some of this on this. What does people think? I don't think so, Dan. Blackpool Towers, yes, as G Love Trains would say. What do you reckon? Shall we? Do you think it would actually made by Walthers? Is it really, Raymond? Do you think it's suitable as it is, or do you think it should take on the grey metallic look? What does everyone think? What I am going to do is the insulators, spray them. I could do. I have actually got some metallic silver spray, to be honest. So, Alan, I think you might be right. It's quite intricate to sit there with the paintbrush. So my idea is spray, paint these. The bases, not fussed about, although I could repaint them black anyway. Galvanized, then painted in some cases. The insulators, I'm going to paint those separately, so I could spray the whole lot. They used the zinc-plated ice stand corrected doses final. That would be a sod to brush paint. Yeah, you're quite right. So spray it. Obviously, I'll get the other two done as well. Spray them. That will hide a lot of the glue. And then the insulators, I'm going to do them red, I think. I might do them red. So the visually can be seen, or I might do them white. So they stand out from them. What do you think? Insulators should be reddy brown. Yes, thanks, Timber. I thought so. So a dark red, like a brown. Yeah, concrete bases in red and brown. Red and brown insulators. Yes, I thought so. So like a deep blood red, maybe not bright red, a blood red, a dark red. Yeah. So I have got those. So that's going to be. Get these. That actually, do you know what? That is pretty solid. Considering that's flimsy plastic, that's actually quite solid. I'm quite impressed, to be honest. I didn't think they would be that good. Very impressed. The clear glass ones were more common in America. Got you. Either way, fine with all. Right. Glass green, but that's too hot. Yeah, I know. The real things are quite strong. yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I think I've done quite well. I've done a lot better than I actually anticipated with that. Really good kit. That's 3 for 16. Well, I paid a tenner for this, as you well know, Timber, because we were at the Buxton show. In fact, it was, oh, if I can grab it. It was Rail-X Buxton where I grabbed these off for a tenner. And I thought that was really good, considering, like you say, 16, 18 quid. Well, was that 16, 18 quid back in the day? Or is that 16, 18 quid now? In fact, let's have a look. Let's have a look. What do these go for? So they are Hornby. 530. There we go. Yeah, £16. Yeah, that's what they're going for. Amazon 17.50. So they're averaging between 16 and 18. Yeah, you're quite right. Ooh, what's that one there? There's an even larger version there. Who makes that? Doesn't say who it's made by. In fact, Hornby are selling this for £17.50. This kit on their website. So yeah, I think a tenner is a bit of a bargain. Yeah, I'm looking at the places. Most places are selling them for £17.50, same price as Hornby. In fact, they're somewhat. Kerno's selling it for £18, so they're dearer than the actual Hornby themselves. Rails of Sheffield. What are they? They're not sure. £16.20 on Rails at the moment because they got a 10% off. They said, but then obviously you've got shipping on top of £5. So that's over £20. So yeah, a tenner, absolute bargain. So what's that? £3.50, £3.40 per pylon. Not bad. You couldn't. I don't think you could print them for less than that. I can't stop looking at it. Godzilla Towers. You call them Godzilla Towers. Now is the factor for me. One of the trains has stopped. It's the DB one. I'm sure the wheels on that one cleaning. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to take that off. I'm going to run that round there as well. Clean the track. So yeah, 2 more of those to do. Quite impressed. £3.33, 33333. Yeah, three recurring. Wheels need cleaning on the DB Loco. We know Jason has been running it all the time. No, he doesn't love DB. But yes, we do have. In fact, let me show you. So we do have on the rails today DRS class 37419. The Intercity DRS class 37, which before it was DRS, it was DBs. That's why I have it. I wouldn't have it because it's DB. I have it because it is actually a DRS locomotive. It stopped again. Come on, clean the track, clean your wheels. Keep going. And we have Bernie Walker, 66136. In operation too. Oh, we do have DRS on Nukes. Whizzing past. And we have, can't remember what it is. I think it's class 25. Yeah, 25095. on Heritage Line or Branch Line or whatever you want to call it, line services. Yes, Alan. We all sure do. The best brackets seen by some models are 58 quid a pop. Good night, Robin. Take care. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, Timber could not do 3D printed ones that cheap. So, yeah, they are relatively good kit for the money, even at full price, pretty much. Right. So, I think it's about time we started working on this. So, next week, we're going to start working on this. We're going to be starting making it very disused. Let me switch the camera. In fact, I'm going to take, that's glaring in my face. Let me take the light off. So next week, I've been wanting to do this for a while. We're going to make this look as old and ramshackled as possible. Like me. We're going to be boarding up windows. We're going to be really making it look old and dirty. So we'll be adding some weathering stuff to it as well. I'm going to do this in 3 layers. I'm going to do a splat of weathering around it first, light weathering first. Then I'm going to do the boarding up the windows, and then we weather again, because the signal box would have weathered before the windows would have got boarded up, and then it would have weathered more with the windows being old, because I want to obviously ensure I get all the window frames also weathered. Now, we're not going to go with any fancy airbrush weathering on anything like that. We're going to be using the good old pastels, brush, and washes weathering. We're really just going to go L to ban on this. Nothing special. Just going to make it look as terrible as possible. As you all know, yes, Raymond, there will be steel covers over the doors. Yes. Not sure what the steel covers on network. Would they have been green or would they have been black? There is a signal box on Basford sidings. In fact, let me see if I can just find it, because I'm sure I've got pictures of it myself. Just bear with me. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can find some pictures. I swear. Maybe not there. Let me just check elsewhere. Might just take me a while to find these. Media, albums, photos. Right, so I've just got to do a lot of scrolling. So bear with me. Chat amongst yourselves. So yeah, to say there's a signal box on Basford sidings that I have photographed in the past, and that is boarded up, majorly boarded up. So I might use that. Also, I can't remember who sent it now, I did at the time. I did say thank you to the person that did send it because I did know who it was at the time. I was sent some photographs of a disused signal box at a station. Can't remember what station it was. So I'm going to dig those photographs out as well. Right, are these the photos? No, need to keep going, keep going. It's going to be quite some way. It was quite some time ago. Crikey. It's a lot further back than I thought. If I can't find it, well, I'll have to. I know I've got the picture on my editing computer downstairs. No, it's not in here. I have put them online somewhere. Can't think for the life of me where I put them now. Well, I have got the photo. I'll dig out the photograph. Members, I'll send you the photograph so you know what I'm talking about. And you'll see them first before next week's show. So yeah, that's what we're going to be working on next weeketh. The signal box. And as you all know, we've mentioned Bernie again today. This is the signal box for Crossways Point Junction, over on the scenic area that we did with the bushes and stuff. I need to get this done so then I can carry on with the rest of the scenics on that section. So a lot of weathering. We're going to be really working on this next week. Oh, it looks like two eyes. Look. Signal box eyes. Quite something from the Pet Shop Boys. So yeah, this is next week's little jobby. So I hope you look forward to it. Hope you can join me. I'll try and be on time next week. So thank you all. Hopefully that's entertained you. I will get the other two done as soon as I possibly can. No promises I'll have them done by next week. I've noticed Barry Walker's in Blackpool. Is this Bernie's brother? Barry Walker is Bernie's brother, yes. So, yeah. So, hope you look forward to joining me next week, where we get Crossways Point Junction signal box, all weathered and pladded up, boarded up, and get some graffiti on it. At some point, anyway. So thank you, as always, everybody. Thank you massively to my members. Apologies, I've not done my usual listing of members on the screen. So apologies to all your members. I keep forgetting to update it. It does need a little bit of an update before I can re-show it again. So thank you to all my members. You are an absolute diamonds. Remember, you members, I've got special video coming very soon. Boxes are still down here, not moved. All about what's in those boxes, and also my review video that's coming up. I've still not done it. And for you members already, there is a special feature-length video for members level 2 and up to see on my channel. It has been on there now for a few days for you all to enjoy. So if you want to watch it, you need to be a level 2 or above member for $1.99 a month or more. But you can be a member for 99 pence if you wish. Greatly appreciated to everybody that does become a member. But if you want to see this special feature-length video I've put out on my channel for members, I'm going to leave it at members for quite some time. It's not going to be made public for quite some time. So if you want to see it, you've got to be able to be a member. And it's all about Crew Works. A little bit about the inside story of Crew Works. If you've not seen it, it is a fantastic story. Uploaded to my channel from 1996, it was, when my wife used to actually work there. So if you haven't viewed it already, get on it because it's a cracker. Sit down, enjoy watching it with a nice cuppa, a few biscuits, or even if Andrew says, a bit of shortcake, sorry. Cuppa and a cake, can't go wrong. Sit down and enjoy a nice feature-length video here on Barnabas Junction. You members, you are lucky. Timber wants Jason to propose to him, eh? Yes, ring me. Yes, I promise to, Timber. Don't worry. If I get the moment, if I get a chance, Timber, if it's all right, I'll give you a bell after the stream, if that's okay. I've just got to make another quick phone call beforehand. Just give us a thumbs up if that's all right with you. But until next time, everybody, at the proper time, hopefully this next week. Thanks to Rob and Grace for covering for Mark Donegal Dad Rail. He will be back next week from 7:30. So check out Mark Donegal Dad Rail next Thursday, following with me from 8:30, Barnabas Junction, with your next episode of Your Train Talk. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. And best of all, as I always say every single week, you know the score. Keep on modelling. Ta-ra.